My name is Laura MacDonald, and I'm here today representing Pan-European Members Association, which is known by the acronym ASTP, which originally stands for Association of Science and Technology Transfer Professionals. Our community is also very open to private sector, because after all, there are many companies who have targeted people in-house whose responsibility is to build strong relationships with the academic research centre. So basically, it's the professional people in that space between academia and industry, and it's all about connecting and understanding how to do this really well and more efficiently and with long-standing relationships. So that's what my community is all about, and we have the privilege of running training courses and conferences and networking events. So that's who ASTP is all about. So delighted to be here to be talking about impact licensing. I'm actually a lawyer who specialised in intellectual property, where the professional life I've had has been all about how technologies, discoveries, new knowledge that has arisen as a result of research and development activities in universities, how can that knowledge be made available and accessible to the outside world? Our community, of which I've been a proud member for more than 25 years, has always I love the phrase impact licensing, because I think, as one of the speakers earlier today talked about, this is a term that's really just been in use for the last 5 or 10 years. But for me, impact licensing is exactly what university-based research, publicly funded research organisations have been engaged in for decades, especially in the last 30 years in Europe, where there's been a lot of proactive support to researchers with professionals like my community working inside the universities and research centres to help find market opportunities, to find users of the technology that comes out. And there have always been 3 drivers in the sense of why would a university, why would researchers want to be helped to do this? What are the outputs of that? And I think impact licensing actually summarises a lot of these drivers altogether, because social impact and economic impact, for example, in a local region, have always been very powerful drivers for why researchers are willing to work with their colleagues like us in the university to say, hey, here's something that could be useful outside. And none of it's easy. I mean, it's a complicated process, and it's very much not just about pushing knowledge out. It's about encouraging, understanding the opportunities and the needs of society, whether they are commercial needs or societal needs. So impact licensing, for me personally, for me professionally, summarises the aspiration of a huge percentage of researchers and the drive publicly funded research, which is in a sense my area of core competence and experience for the last 17 years, is all about. So impact licensing, how do we make sure that whoever has developed and owns originally some new ideas and technologies or fundamental knowledge, how can that be made available for the benefit of society in the broadest sense? And these need to be both social, economic, and occasionally financial benefits, and these are not mutually exclusive. So that's what impact licensing is all about, I think.